Hello students, hope you are getting the fourth function, managers how they execute this function as a part of their managerial job responsibilities and then duties. So in the last session we understood the process of controlling. So in which there are different steps or stages through which the managers are executing this function, and then understanding the level of performance of the organization, and then trying to achieve the organizational objectives. So in this module we are going to understand the types of controlling, right? So this module is meant for understanding various the types of controlling, because when organization is in the process, right, when all activities are going on, so when we are using this function and then applying the process, so there are different types, right? So different levels we are just applying this the function. So those things you will understand from this the slide. So if you look at this slide, so this slide is indicating that three types of the controllings which are there in the organizations: input level, process level, and then output level. Right, input level, the control is feed forward control, that is anticipating the problems. So we just predict in the beginning itself when we are going to execute or when we are going to start the activities. So we have our own prediction, and then we just foresee what is going to happen. So at that time itself we just start applying this controlling function, and that kind of the activity is called input functions. So further, when we are just organizing activities, so there is a the next level, next type of the process. The controlling is at the process level, and this is concurrent controlling, and it corrects the problems as they happens. And at the end, output level controlling. So it is called the feedback control. So here corrects the problems after they occurs. So these are the three different the types of controlling: input level, process level, and output level. So the feed forward control, concurrent control, and then feedback control. So these are the three types. Now let us look at what are these three types of the controls. So the feed forward control is that takes place before work is performed. So managers using this type of the controlling to create policies, procedures, and the rules aimed at eliminating the behavior that will cause the undesirable work result. So this type of control is helpful to managers because it allows a manager to plan work effectively. Although this the control can be costly and can slow down the planning process, so they help to avoid the problems later stage. No, we can't see that any kind of deviations, because we have the corrective measures in the beginning itself as a feed forward control mechanism. So further, if you see that the second the type, that is the concurrent the control. So this refers to the control that takes place as work is being performed. So this means that the systems are monitored in real time, and the concurrent the controls begins with the standards, and all employees activity is measured against these standards. So usually these including the quality control standards. So this measures the products and then services can be checked as they are being produced and performed to be ensured that the highest quality product and services is being produced are provided to the customers. So that is actually concurrent control when the things are in the process, and then in the moment, so we'll check it how is it, and then we check the quality, and then we check the process, and then performance of the each and every unit, and then individuals, and we'll find out any deviations, and then we correct those measures, and then we'll try to see that everything is going in a smooth manner. So the third function is, it is something related to the feedback control. So this feedback control refers to the control that concentrates on the post organizational performance. Right. So managers exercising this the type of controlling are attempting to take corrective actions by looking at the organizational history over a specified the time period. So this history may involves one factor such as inventory level, and then may involves the relationship among many factors such as net income before the taxes and sales volumes and then marketing cost. So such things are taken into considerations, and then the post level. So we just use the feedback, the control, and then we ensure that the organization, the goals are ultimately achieved in a smooth manner with the less expense. So that is the main issue here. So with this, let me stop here, and then thank you very much. So let us meet in the session 14, video 46, and wish you all the best.